HR is a pretty thankless job. And here is an article that appeared in LinkedIn recently called Reshuffle Includes Many HR Burnouts. And this article talks about people who work in the HR departments of organizations and talks about how they are stressed by the events of 2020 and 2021 and how as a result of this, they're feeling a lot of pressure, they're burning out, they're either quitting their job or wanting to quit their job. And this has become a big challenge for a lot of organizations. Now, I'm not going to dispute any of that, okay? But going even further, when you look at some of the comments on this article, people are quick to condemn organizations as a whole and condemn CEOs and claim that HR departments have not been given any assistance and they are the sole custodians of organizational culture and all this kind of thing, which I think is completely false. And speaking as an ex-CEO myself, I kind of take offense to that. The reality is that HR is a special area of an organization. And I say that because of two reasons. Number one, in many ways, it is the most important. And secondly, it is also the department that does the worst job. Why do I say this? I'm not picking on any individuals. I'm picking on the entire field of study. HR does a terrible job, and there's a lot of data backing this up. If you look at how turnover rates have gone up, retention rates have gone down, and if you look at employee satisfaction surveys and how abysmal they are, you could argue that HR has a hell of a lot of work to do. And one of the interesting things to come out of this time period, this transition period, the events of 2020 and 2021, is that I'm waiting to see if a lot of these organizations and a lot of people who point the finger at a lot of these organizations are going to actually change what they do because of these events. What I've seen in the past for many, many years is organizations that love to point out what a big challenge HR has, and then simultaneously, when you look at how HR does their work, you see that they don't learn and they don't evolve. That has been my experience. The way we recruited 30 years ago is the way we recruit now. I mean, sure, we might look online instead of looking at paper resumes, but the way we make these decisions essentially hasn't changed. A lot of things didn't work in the past, and they still don't work now. And when you examine what we're doing, you realize that what we're doing now is what we did in the far-flung past. And HR has not progressed. Now, okay, that is very negative, I'll admit. However, here is the positive part of this. Here is the silver lining to the cloud, and that is that because HR has so far to go, there is incredible room for innovation in this field, for very smart people to come in and to revolutionize how we do all aspects of HR, whether that's recruitment or selection, whether it's compensation, whether it's how we treat our employees and how we influence the organizational culture. All of these areas have a tremendous opportunity to make substantial improvements that can lead to real business performance improvements. Companies can make a hell of a lot more money by overhauling their HR systems. If you had a workforce that was much more dedicated, if you had a workforce that was able to actually bring creativity to their job, not in a sort of window dressing kind of way, but in an actual deep, meaningful way, if you had an organization that was much more motivated to be able to work hard and really dedicate themselves to their job because they share in the benefits if they do a good job, a lot of organizations would see an incredible improvement to their bottom line. And that's what I think is the real opportunity here. So hopefully, some of the issues that HR is facing right now and a lot of HR employees, is it enough to actually change the way HR is conducted in a lot of organizations? That, I think, is the biggest question that's going to reveal itself in the next year or so. I'm very excited to see where this goes. I feel very sorry for the people that are having a really, really rough time working in HR, trying to pull everything together and keep traditional ways of doing business work and make them doable under these extraordinary circumstances. So if that's you, I salute you and I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you so much for listening this long to this video. I hope to see you on the next video, and never forget, you are awesome. Take care.